Thank you, Mrs. Chavez, for your continued support and dedication toward a free Iran. We cannot talk about human rights and religious freedom without thinking about the Honorable Sam Brownback, the 46th governor of the Sunflower State of Kansas. Until January of last year, he was the United States Ambassador at Large for International Religious Freedom at the State Department. He has also served as a U.S. Senator from Kansas for 15 years. Please help me to warm you up, Senator Brownback.
We've seen so much courage in Ukraine and standing up to Russia, but we're also now seeing so much courage shown in Iran and standing up for guys like me that have been working on these issues for some period of time, you just get energized, and it makes you go when you can see that much courage standing up in the face of a regime that's willing to kill them and does kill people, and they're standing up there and being bold and brave and saying, no, we will not step back. We're going to fight. We're going to fight this fight. And they're going to see it. And what happens then is the days of this regime are numbered and will soon be over. Yeah. This kind of courage. Watched this myself for some 20 years and been involved in it in different capacities. And what I've seen is this resistance. At first it was there, but it wasn't very organized, and then it got kind of pushed back, and it was like pushing a rock up a hill, and then it'd get pushed back. But now what you see is an organized resistance that's broad-based, that's diversified, that's unified, that's powerful, and will not quit. Say the obvious, but I think it bears saying here, and I hope the world is watching this. The idea of a religion running a government hurts the religion, it hurts the government, and it hurts the people. And that's what we've seen taking place in Iran. Now, I'm a man of faith. My faith is very important to me, and I believe your faith is very important to you. But I don't want the Catholic Church running the United States government. I think this is a bad idea for the Catholics. I think it's a bad idea for the government. And I think it's a bad idea for the people. It doesn't work. It never has worked. And it's not working today in Iran. A faith is about a love relationship with God. This is about you personally reaching up and having that love shared to other people. It's not about a forced marriage by a government telling you what you have to believe. It doesn't work that way. It's not faith then. It's something that's forced by a government dictate. It's not real. And it hurts the faith. And it hurts the government. And it hurts the people. No religious freedom exists in Iran today, but it will in the future. It will be there. Remember, as much as a dictatorship can be strong and put people down, ultimately the people will rule. Ultimately the people will win over autocrats, and the right side of history is always with the people. Go with the people. The autocrat can hold you down for a while, but not forever, because the yearning of the people comes up, and it's lived and it's moved forward. Now I want to talk just briefly, because you've heard from most people, but I want to talk to you about what's coming in Iran. Because you've got a wonderful nation of people and a wonderful culture. And I've seen Iranian people in the United States thrive beautifully and do fantastic in my home state of Kansas and all across this country. The Iran that is coming and will come soon is democratic. It's open. It's free. It's where you elect your own people. You'll freely be trading and engaging with other nations. You'll be a powerful nation because the power of your people and the culture is unleashed. Your people can be free and your culture can be free to express and to yearn and to be engaged with the rest of the world. You will be a mighty nation quickly, and people from throughout the world will flock to Iran to see your great wonders, to engage your people. Your economy will grow rapidly. You will be a rising star rapidly, and that's what is just right on the cusp now. It's there. You can feel this coming. You can see it coming. When the Iranian people cheered for America during the World Cup match, that was something that really caught my eye. Now, at the time, I was visiting a son that was on sabbatical in Argentina, and they are very serious about their soccer there, as is much of the world serious about soccer. So that caught my eye when that took place. I said, this is the Iranian people standing up to the ruling mullahs. But the next World Cup, you will be free, and you and the world will cheer for Iran. I've tracked Iran for some period of time, and I've been impressed with the Iranians that I know and the culture that you have. The people have never given up on democracy. Each wave of protest has gotten stronger, as I mentioned, more organized, more destructive of the regime. This one is by far the most organized, sustained, youngest, destructive, and broadest in support. Keep pushing until you get the democracy your people deserve. Keep pushing until the people rule. Now, I've got a suggestion that I would like to see take place, and I think this one could really help move it forward. Invite Maryam Rajavi to Washington and to tour America to speak. Here's a dynamic woman leading a change in a great nation that needs to take place, and her voice needs to be heard, and her spirit needs to be felt, and needs to be felt here. She needs to be invited to Capitol Hill to speak here to the people of Washington, and then take the back to the stage. It will be a powerful moment. I hope as well she goes up to New York and speaks in front of the main TV legacy media and all of the media, and speaks and carries the message of the yearning of freedom for the American people, for the Iranian people, and particularly for the women in Iran. And so that the voice can be heard. We can watch it, but it's great if we can see her and have her here in person. I believe the time is right for her. I believe the time is right for us to press our government to have her here and to invite her here to speak here. We need to support the Iranian people. We need to recognize their right to overthrow the dictatorship. We need to treat Tehran as a pariah state and isolate them economically, politically, and every way possible that we can. And we need to seize the moment. This really is it. There have been protests in the past. They haven't been near as strong as what this one is. This is the time. This is the place for us to do this. Let's grab it. Thank you very much. God bless you all. And let there be a free Iran.